Hi, this is Dr. Dan Purser, danpursermd.com. Welcome to my new Facebook Live. This one's going to be called Top 10 Ideas for Memory Improvement and Dementia Prevention. Oh yeah, we're going there. So let me clarify right up front. These are not FDA approved or been confirmed with clinical trials. Well, some of it has been, hasn't it?
FDA
not
approved?
FDA approved, no, but
many clinical trials, yeah.
Yeah, big clinical trials. So that's not completely accurate. They just haven't gone through the formal process. Nor are we trying to diagnose or treat an illness, right? We're just giving you ideas how to improve your memory and recall on some issues with some healthy supplement ideas. So across from me, it's Jackson. He's driving everything. Are you over the mics?
Yeah, and camera. All of
And
it.
the Breckons?
Just here.
Oh, wait, what? No, I was making a joke. That was a pun for Jackson. It was like a pun thing.
I didn't get it.
Me neither.
I said, are you over the mics and the Breckons? Yeah, okay, I give up.
I'm just kidding.
It's more funny if we don't laugh at it.
You two are like giggling. Did you eat brownies or something? What's going on?
What? Where would that come from?
Oh, sorry, I know, not in Utah. Okay. Across from me is Brecken. She's going to ask me the obvious questions that I forget to answer or forget to mention when I'm doing this. So let's get right into this. We got a lot to cover. Are we giving anything away? Do we have any sales? Everything's just really harsh and realistic right now, right?
No, we do have a sale that's coming soon.
It's a biggie, isn't it?
It's a cool sale, I think. Can I talk about it?
No.
Or we just
no.
say,
In 2
pay
weeks it's
attention.
coming.
Join the email list. Pay attention to the Facebook page. It's something we've never done before, but we think a lot of you will like it. So
No.
keep an eye out.
No. And everyone keeps asking me about glutathione in the next couple of weeks for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's here. It's just got to be bottled.
It's
right?
Yep.
literally
It's in
in-
the very last stage of
Yeah.
production right now. And then they have to do their quality testing on it, and then we're good to go. So
And then, don't they use like a line of little squirrels they've trained? with
It's
for nuts?
corgis with their
No,
paws
yeah, not corgis.
in
no.
their mouths.
No, that's gross. Squirrels with their little hands. Isn't that what Willy Wonka did in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's
Willy
funny.
Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, so let's roll right into this. We're going to start with number 10.
Because he's doing a list of 10 things.
Yeah, the top. Yeah.
you may have seen some of these,
Yeah.
or all of them.
Yeah, I think I posted all of them just for fun.
got a little ahead
so
of
you know all
himself.
of these are referenced, and I probably some of them had 200 or 300 articles referencing them. I kind of cherry picked the most recent best one. Of course, I would, but there's just a ton of articles about all this stuff. Yeah, the FDA should just go ahead and approve all this, shouldn't he? Okay, well, never mind. I didn't mean to say that. So I don't mean to tell them what to do. They're really competent and know. Okay. Number 10, hypertension causes brain damage and memory loss. So what should you do?
Lower your...
High blood pressure
Yeah.
or hypertension? Yeah, you should. However you can, but get serious about it. It causes strokes. It causes heart attacks. It causes liver and kidney damage. It also causes brain damage and memory loss and worsens dementia because of the inflammation it causes. Lower your blood pressure. 170 over 120 is where you want it to be now. Got it? Yeah, okay. And I don't care how you do it. Exercise. You know, I've been having to cut back on my blood pressure, Matt.
I was going to ask you, how do you lower it?
I don't know. I do 250 push-ups.
Oh, humble brag.
It's not either. You know how long it took me to get to that? Forever.
I know.
To get to that. So, and I think it's causing me to lower my blood pressure.
That's great.
I also plank for 10 seconds at the end of every 25. That's not that much. It's like,
It'll add up over time.
yeah. I do 8 of those, so I'm planking 80 seconds. So, and more because I'm doing the push-up. Okay, anyway, stuff like that. Plus I try and walk, run every night. Okay, 9. Lower excess cholesterol and you lower Alzheimer's disease risk and improve your memory. This can be done naturally. I think you saw my Naranjinin articles and studies, and we're working on something about that. Anyway, it's from bergamot, or you can use statins. I know how much you guys like statins. Oh yeah, statins rule, right? Okay. I think if I joke about that too much, they'll just destroy me. So forget I said that about statins.
Wait, what did you want your blood pressure to be over?
120 over 70.
Okay. So I think, yeah, someone just wrote it backwards. So 120 over 70 is what you
Yeah,
want.
not 170 over 20.
That's what someone wrote.
120 over 70 is ideal.
Perfect.
That's from the American College of Cardiology.
ACC.
Yeah. ACC, you're exactly right. So you were going to ask me something about naringenin, and I think you're already off script.
What do you recommend for naringenin? I'm off script.
So it's really from bergamot oil. You could try bergamot oil, but a little better version of this could be Cholesterol Plus 2, which you can get on Amazon by Pure Encapsulations. Pure Encapsulations, Cholesterol Plus 2. That's what you want to grab off Amazon. And take it until something better comes along. So we'll see about that. Now one of the biggies, phospholipid-based DHA krill oil. Any questions about that? And let me be really specific about the krill oil. Fish oil will not prevent dementia. Krill oil will, but it's really strict, the rules on what we'll do, what kind of krill oil and how much you need to get. The studies have been really well delineated for a while. When I talked to Miami about 3 or 4 months ago about dementia, remember I had to look all this up. I covered all this, all that. You can either take salmon roe oil or salmon roe, eat salmon roe every day, which contains 75% krill oil and also tastes nasty and salty, and would cost you an arm and a leg. I guess if you're like a Royal Crown Diamond, you might be able to afford it, but I don't even know if they could. So it's probably easier to take a really good krill oil, and I only know one in the marketplace. I've looked at all of them because of my own risk factors for dementia. My traumatic brain injury from 2001.
Was it that long ago? 20 years ago?
No. Yeah, it's been 20 years ago.
Wow.
Or in my ApoE4 risk factors I've got from genetic issues, and that's the worst form of late onset Alzheimer's disease. I have a 12-fold increased risk. So you can eat salmon fish roe, or you can eat a really good krill oil. And the only one I know that works is Designs for Health, Xanthomega krill oil, and that's it. And that's what I take, 2 of those a day. It contains 35% of DHA in the phospholipids, so it's got to be a phospholipid form of DHA, not DHEA, but DHA. And the daily dose must contain at least 600 milligrams of phospholipids. It's got to also have 2,000 micrograms or 2 milligrams of astaxanthin per serving. Those are the 2 requirements to get past the blood-brain barrier, to do its job, to reduce your risk for dementia, and to help your memory. So anyway, did you give them a link for that?
Yep. I'm trying to put links in.
Designs for Health, we actually make some products for them. I'm not mentioning those tonight. But they super validate everything. It's crazy. Making stuff for them is, wouldn't you say, it took us, 4 or 5 years to get it just right for them, Jackson? The products we make for them.
Yeah, no, it was a very long process.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So it was good to see that on that end. We can really trust and put all of our faith in their products. They do a lot to make sure they're good.
And I'm not picking on them because I have an account with them, or because I'm actually giving you guys, if you contact my office, we can give you a bunch of discount codes too if you email us tomorrow if you want them. Brecken will love.
What's my name?
Brecken.
Mm-hmm.
Brecken will love replying to all those. So, but yeah, and you can get free shipping, all that. And since I'm letting you use my account, so because I don't want to have to order it for you, that drive me crazy, and our Brecken crazy. So okay, so it's got to contain krill oil. It's got to be krill oil, the DHA kind, and phospholipids. It's got to have at least 35% of the DHA and phospholipids. It must contain at least 600 milligrams of phospholipids in a day, and 2 milligrams or 2,000 micrograms, same thing, of astaxanthin, which is ASTAXANTHIN per day. Got it?
What is that?
It's just another form of krill oil. It comes from certain kinds of shrimp.
Man.
Yeah.
So can you take
krill.
this if you have a shellfish allergy?
I probably wouldn't do that.
Because don't you have that?
Contact the company. I do, and I take it, so it
Uh-oh.
didn't bother me. If I kill over dead, though, sue them. No, I'm teasing. Don't sue them. Okay. Back to the list.
A quick question. Is it okay to take krill oil with blood thinners?
Fish oil I wouldn't do. Aspirin I wouldn't do. Talk to your cardiologist. Talk to your clotting expert, your fish oil expert, or call the company and ask them. I don't know that for sure because it's not fish oil, it's krill oil. I bet it isn't, but I don't know that it affects clotting. Yeah, you need to call them. Call Designs for Health and find out, or email them. Okay, number 7. Remember that was number 8. Number 7, exercise 1-4-7 plus light weights 3 days a week.
What does 1-4-7 mean?
It means, and that's from my textbook I wrote on preventive medicine, the Program 120 guide, which you can get on Amazon for a small fortune.
I don't even know if it's on Amazon.
Are you kidding me? It's my.
Well, it's on Amazon for like $1,000 right now.
No, I think it's still on there.
Okay, maybe
It's on
that's
a
the
Kindle?
Glutathione book or something.
It's on Kindle.
Sorry, maybe
for
I'm wrong.
like $4.95. It's a textbook. That was 4 years of my life and 750 pages. Are you kidding me? Anyway, yeah, 147. So when we looked at all the Harvard professional study data, I can't remember the guy's name now, but he had really good studies. And when we kind of smashed all this stuff together, what we came out with was 1 hour of exercise per day. And you can do walking. It's got to be 4 miles per hour to be ideal. That's a brisk walk. That's how and the data, they defined a brisk walk as 4 miles per hour. No, hardly anyone can do that if you get very old. So you got to kind of work your way up to it. And you're buzzing along there. Yeah, like my little corgi arms and legs are going like 90 miles an hour. Yeah, people just look at me as they buzz by me, and I think I'm walking by.
They're buzzing by you. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, it's weird.
I have a question from someone. Are you at higher risk if your parent has Alzheimer's?
Yes.
What if it's like diabetes-induced Alzheimer's? Is that...
Well, most of the stuff actually prevents that diabetes and prevents Alzheimer's from diabetes.
But
almost all the civil.
generally, if your parents do have it, you are at a higher risk of it?
Yeah, you're at a much higher risk, yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. And somehow I got the double. Man, I'm doomed. So I'm doing all this I can.
How do you know?
Because my genetics are terrible.
What genetics show that?
My genetics.
No, but like
we had that
genes?
genetic test we did.
Oh, the dementia panel?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got double ApoE4.
So that's the gene
I'm
specifically?
double homozygous ApoE4, yeah.
Fun.
That's the worst one. Well, it's the worst one to have.
I wonder if I have
You
that.
might as well just kind of hit your head with a brick.
That'll
Or-
cause it to come on faster, won't it?
Might as well end the suffering.
And the suffering.
I'm kidding. Don't do that. Remember, we're not advising or diagnosing. But so we have that dementia panel, genetics panel, that looks at ApoE4 and other bad genetics. There's literally hundreds of genetic causes for it, but most of them are so unbelievably rare, and some of them are just diabetes related or something like that.
Yeah.
You can never really tie it to a genetic issue, but the obvious genetic ones, we put in that test. It's a really good little test, and it's not expensive.
No.
So, okay. Optimize, number 6, optimize thyroid levels. What does that mean, Dr. Purser? What are you saying?
I didn't get to ask you that yet. You can't.
Go ahead.
What does that mean, Dr. Purser? He's reading my lines that I had to write for myself.
Well, you're being lazy on these, so I'm whipping you into shape. Okay. FT3, a 4.0 or greater. Not too high. You want it to be within the upper limit of normal. But we always, when I get a patient, you can ask them about thyroid or go read reviews. I help them get it optimized. FT3, a 4.0 or greater, because you get plaque regression, coronary, carotid, and probably brain plaque too, and an FT4 of 1.5 or greater. It usually goes up to 1.8 or 1.88 or 1.83. So you want to be above 1.5. I know I take thyroid because of my own pituitary issues, and I keep my FT3 at 4.4, 4.3. That's the upper end of the range on my lab. when you get a normal, healthy 28 or 32 or 38-year-old or 43-year-old, they'll have an FT3 of 4.4. Every single one of them. It never varies because they don't have a thyroid problem.
Yeah.
But everyone else that have vitamin deficiencies or a thyroid problem, it'll be all over the map. So, but you get plaque regression, you get a big decrease in your dementia risk. You want to keep it up there forever.
And if FT3 means free T3, FT4.
Free T3 and free T4. You can get it on that Direct Labs link on my website, the Direct Labs link, danpershmd.com. And they're cheap.
Under the testing tab, yep.
Yeah. Just go tell me you want that and get it done. You'll realize your risk, especially when it comes back at 2.5 or 2.8 or 1.3, heaven forbid. Wow. So that's why you want it there.
What if it's over those numbers? Is it still
Then you're
benefiting
hyperthyroid.
you?
If it's over those numbers. Well, if you're just barely over, no, it's really good. It's ideal. That's what I was saying.
But higher. It's probably not helping as much still.
No.
Yeah.
No, 2I is a cardiovascular risk factor, actually.
So, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. So, okay, number 5. We're halfway there. I'm going to combine two together because I'm sneaky that one. Resveratrol. What does that mean, Dr. Purser?
You don't give me enough time.
Oh, okay.
I know what it means.
And quercetin.
What does it mean?
It's the reduced form of resveratrol. Remember GSH, liposomal GSH that we make? Is reduced glutathione. Yeah, everything we do is in reduced form because that's what you absorb. That's what you want to absorb. That's what works because it isn't oxidized. And so, but it's really hard to find good resveratrol. Most resveratrols you buy over the counter, well, they're all over the counter, but are not reduced, so they're not resveratrol.
Is there one that you recommend?
Well, let me throw in one other thing. Quercetin has to be validated too. So resveratrol is from what?
Grapes.
And what is quercetin from?
Also grapes, but onions, berries, cherries, broccoli.
So if you eat
Citrus.
like 12 onions a day, you'll get plenty of quercetin.
That's why Shrek is so cool.
No, well, the donkey liked waffles. That's what I could relate to.
That says a lot.
Waffle fairy. I love that. There's a waffle fairy. So now occasionally we'll leave a waffle under our pillow waiting for the waffle fairy.
What?
It's just a Mickey Mouse waffle.
Of course it is.
Yeah, so is there one out there? What do I recommend? The only one I know of that's validated, here we go again. Now you know why I use this company, Designs for Health, because they have the right dosing on both. I take one a day. It's called Resveratrol Supreme, 1 per day. Highly validated. Like they designed that for me. They didn't, but I take it, and I never miss. Also reduces inflammation dramatically everywhere, kind of. That's another reason I give it.
Awesome.
Helps with some anxieties too. Number 4, optimize your testosterone levels in older men, or if you're an older man, maybe women too. The studies are still out on that, but men, it definitely is a big issue.
Is it harmful to
Yeah,
do
if you
that?
let your levels get too high. What does optimize mean? For a man, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200. So what's the oldest man I've ever seen a high normal level on?
Like in the 80s or so?
85 with a 1250 nanograms per deciliter.
You thought he was Jesus.
No, I did not. Don't ever. God. I am
He's
not.
all offended.
Yeah, that was incredibly offensive.
It's so
Jackson,
healthy.
can you call HR?
She is HR.
Yeah.
Oh, can you write
I'll
yourself
reprimand
up?
myself. Sorry.
No, I thought he was immortal.
So close. Same thing. Sorry.
He looked 50. I thought he was giving me his dad's lab at the end of this conference. It was totally cool. And I'm like, who is this your dad? And he's like, no, it's me. I'm like, oh, really? And he said, yeah. And I could tell that he was not on anything, but his doctors wanted to remove his testicle because they couldn't find a reason why he said, I've been ultrasounded, MRI'd, CAT scanned, poked, prodded, needled, and they can't find anything. I still think they should remove a testicle because my level's too high. Well, I've seen a lot of guys in their 70s, even early 80s, with 1100s, 1150s, 1200s in their 70s and 60s, not on anything. And I guess probably a dozen or so. I'm like, you're just high normal, dude. Are you immortal? I think I asked him that. He didn't. He looked at me really funny. You don't ask potentially immortal people if they're immortal.
They'll kill you because you found them.
I'm looking over my shoulder now all the time because I think I've run into them occasionally. Immortals. Yeah, well, let's not go there. Okay. So you want to get that testosterone optimal. So it uses vitamin deficiencies. You don't want to have any vitamin deficiencies if you're worried about dementia. That's crazy time to let that happen. You want your hormones optimized, whether you're a man or woman, because it all prevents dementia. Estradiol in women, thyroid, we just talked about that. Testosterone in men and women, all that in men and women. Get them good. Yeah. Keep them solid. It's worth it rather than losing your mind later. So number 3. We think we have a major game changer with the work we've done, but the validated, absorbable, reduced, stable, what could that be? Glutathione, 275 milligrams a day, which is equal to about 10 or 15 squirts.
Bars, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably 500 studies on PubMed about what glutathione, if someone would make it, would do. It's my, I wonder who would make that anyway. Would do if someone could, what it could do for dementia. And they study after study. NIH has done a ton of them. It's crazy. So
I kind of have a funny story with that. This one lady, she thought her bottle was bad because it wasn't pumping up, so she wanted to open it, which you should never open your glutathione bottle because that will oxidize it.
It's purged.
But she didn't know that. When she opened it, she thought, okay, I'm just going to take a swig to get my dose in for the day. She said she never felt better, but she probably honestly took like essentially 63 squirts is how we kind of worked it out because we did tablespoons and all that. I don't remember how many it was now, but she took a mega dose.
It was like a third of the bottle.
Yeah, she just took like a shot of glutathione and she was like, that was the best day of my life. Like I got so much done. I was feeling so good.
Well, it is a super antioxidant.
Yeah. It was just so funny to hear.
It's definitely not speed, but for some people are low. So most patients can't make it enough because of genetic errors. That's really the cause. Or if you have a vitamin deficiency or MTHFR.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that, Jackson?
What?
Why'd you do that?
What'd I do?
I think you moved his note.
Dramatically moved my note.
I'm on Facebook.
I didn't touch your note.
I didn't touch it.
A ghost.
Oh my gosh.
The immortal.
NSA.
He's here.
Yeah, it's NSA. Okay. I'm looking at my notes. FDA hired the NSA to follow us. Okay, I'm joking. So yeah, reduce glutathione. Do it daily. I do 10 squirts every morning. I don't know if it helps. Who knows? I'm hoping. Haven't gone crazy yet, so I haven't lost my memory. I do forget the name of some people.
Yeah, he doesn't know my name ever.
That's for my brain injury in 2001.
You met me after that.
Right, and I still can't remember you. And why you ask for money. And why we give you a check every week.
I don't know either.
Is it weekly or monthly?
Bi-monthly, but I don't really know if that's...
It's every other week?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like those?
Yes.
Well, then...
I really love working here. It's the best. I love being able to help.
So HR is going to be calling you tomorrow.
No, I am HR. I think you forget.
So call yourself and give yourself a reprimand for what you said. Okay, the last two, number 2 and number 1. CoQ10 and PQQ, micro PQQ actually.
Why do those go together?
Because that's the validation. So Mitsubishi did all this work with these natural products, micro PQQ, which is really bio PQQ, right, Jackson?
Yes.
And it's in the micronized. Why do they call it microbio?
Oh, it's their own proprietary system. I think it's a time release system that both the CoQ10 and the PQQ have.
And you get more time under the curve.
Yeah, much more absorption over time.
Yeah. And the CoQ10 is appropriate dosing because they used it in all the studies when they got validation. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the cool thing with our physician designed brain support. It's probably the highest dose of CoQ10 and PQQ of any product out there. And we did that for a very specific reason, because that's what gives you the real validation.
The full validation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Really, there's no other that have been validated on Amazon or anywhere else. It's like glutathione, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Either they're valid, like our glutathione is heavily validated. And that's why we receive U.S. patents and Japanese patents and other patents and stuff for it. And we'll get a lot more before we're done. So that BioPQQ, so we got the license from Mitsubishi or Maypro, right? Their subsidiary, right? So, okay, let me say some stuff about it. Can I do that?
No.
I'm gonna do it.
Not allowed.
One thing real quick. This is just a fun little thing. We've run an ad about our brain support over this last year since it came out. Just a little video ad, and it's so cool. Probably a lot of you have seen it on there, or commented on it. All the comments on that video are so good. Everyone that's been using the brain support absolutely loves it. It's been a huge...
Because when you feel it, you know it. When you take it, if you need it, you'll know it.
And we have people of all ages, from like teenagers to 90s, taking it.
Well, I know Jared, who's in medical school in Florida. He I like to say that in Florida, anyway, because they're open. Anyway, but he said he blamed that for getting him into medical school.
Yeah, our sister Bailey, same thing. She said
nursing.
Having the PQQ is the only thing that's gotten her through nursing school.
That's awesome.
Because she went from a teenager to super smart. She's number one in her class and all that now, right?
Yeah, she finally
what happened to Bailey?
dedicated herself. It's awesome.
Number one in her class. So
he's laughing.
Shocking. What a teenager can become, isn't it? Look at
I'm sure your parents said the same thing about you.
It's doing that again, Jackson.
I'm not touching your note.
You're touching something.
Getting hacked.
I am getting hacked. Okay, so let me give you the points on PQQ. I don't even know where they went now. Put them up here. Oh, yeah, hang on. I think I had them. Okay. Sustained release over 12 hours. 95% of the dose is diluted after 12 hours. You reach maximum blood levels after 2 hours. I'm going to give you abbreviated ones. It has similar properties that a vitamin C as an antioxidant, but is 100 times more efficient than ascorbic acid, vitamin K, isoflavonoids, polyphenols, used in assay tests. So it can generate the redox cycle, which is so cool.
What is that?
It means it cycles. It goes from oxidized to reduced to oxidized to reduced, which is our bailiwick. That's the sandbox we play in with our AO Biologics company. This is the biggie. It's able to increase mitochondrial biogenesis by activation of gene response in the cell. That means, this is why I use it in stroke patients to help them recover. It regrows neurons too, and mitochondria in the brain. That's crazy. Mitochondria in the brain, it regrows mitochondria.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me keep going here. PQQ with the CoQ10, the way we do it, which is a properly validated way. Here it is. Improved high level cerebral functions in healthy middle-aged and older adults. What's CRP? Oh, vascular inflammation. With 30 milligrams of PQQ, there was a 90% drop of CRP in male subjects, an increase of mDNA levels showing mitochondrial growth. Wow. So that's why occasionally we take an extra one. Do you ever do that? You kids, you crazy kids.
No, I just take 2 a day.
Take the 3?
Sometimes I take 3, just because I want to feel super smart and lord it over you guys.
Ha ha ha.
There's a couple people asking kind of about that.
Yeah.
When is the best time of day to take it? Should they break it up?
I take 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening.
Yeah.
I want full 12 hours.
Oh, you split it up?
I split it up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but when I take 3, I'll throw 1 in at noon. I know who makes it.
Me.
And is there any things that you shouldn't take it with, or?
No, it's completely natural. Yeah. It was able to prevent or even reverse cognitive decline in subjects with ages ranging from 50 to 70 years old. Wow. Well, that's me right there in the middle of that bad boy. Okay.
You just gave your age away.
Sorry, I am 48. So, okay. I like this increased vigor, lower fatigue. This is validated stuff. I'm pretty sure they're going to take this through the FDA, and at the last minute, from what I understand, they kind of decided $100 million more wasn't worth it. So, yeah, welcome to the FDA. So, welcome to the FDA, Japan. Yeah, ain't they fun? Okay, so this is appetite. So, it also improves appetite, sleep and pain reduction. They have better sleep and wake cycles. All changes were correlated with a decrease in cortisol in subjects. Wow, I get a lot of hypercortisol patients.
That's interesting.
Yeah. That just gave me a new idea. I can treat literally tons of people with this.
Tons.
I don't know if treating them. I'm not really diagnosing or treating anything, so I wouldn't know about that. So, okay. This stuff is cool. Whatever. Nothing else has validation like that.
No.
I can clearly say it. I'm allowed to say this. The FDA, FTC won't get on to me for saying this because it's all accurate and true. So,
It's awesome.
okay, 2 a day. You'd know after 6 weeks. Most people know quicker, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are like, "Wow, I've been taking this stuff a week." I'm like, who's that? What was that? The brain show with the guy with the blue head and
Omega Mind.
yeah, I'm like Megamind now. I'm feeling good. Okay, sorry, that's my weird. I'm feeling good voice.
It really helps with my brain fog. That's what I feel like I've noticed. I don't know if that's really a thing, but I feel like it helps me get through my kind of mushy head.
Yeah, that's from you being in Hawaii for
Too long.
3 years in college.
1 year.
Friday brain. Man, the rules changes over there frying my brain right now, but okay. We'll never go back. Okay, so so let me go through the list one more time. I'm going to do the high speed one. Let's just start with number 10 and get to number 1. Number 10, control your hypertension. Number 9, lower your cholesterol to normal ranges. I like that LPP plus test from
Direct Labs?
no, SpectraCell.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a detailed test. It's not expensive. You just got to be fasting when you do it. LPP plus, and it digs into all. There'll be no mysteries about your lipids after that. Okay, phospholipid DHA krill oil. Remember, 2 milligrams astaxanthin, 600 milligrams of the phospholipid DHA. Exercise 147 plus light weights 3 times a week. You want to exercise daily. The 147. It's 1 hour a day, 4 miles per hour, 7 days a week, right? Not 3 days a week. Okay, optimize thyroid levels, FT3 at 4.0 or above, and FT4 at 1.5 or above. Resveratrol, 200 milligrams per day, and validated reduced quercetin at least 100 milligrams per day. I don't think I said that earlier. So 200 milligrams of the resveratrol, 100 milligrams of the quercetin. Optimize testosterone levels in men more so than women, but if women need it, do it for them too. I think they just haven't studied the women like they did the men. So I think it's probably the same. Get on a functional, validated, absorbable, reduced, stable glutathione, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you know where to find that. I don't know. Okay. Highly validated and absorbable CoQ10, 200 milligrams plus per day, along with bio-PQQ 20 milligrams, which is really micro-PQQ. Or the micro-PQQ, sorry, flip that. It's really the bio-PQQ from Mitsubishi of Japan, from their Maypro subsidiary. But that's how we got it. Because they like our research and stuff we do. Okay. So, what are we going to give away tonight?
You want to? Jackson made a coupon code, actually. We can share that.
That's like a giveaway.
That is like a giveaway.
Did I okay that?
Do we want to
do I
give a
away-
bottle away of
Yeah,
brain
brain
support? What should we do? Should we do something fun?
No, who asked the best question?
I want to do something fun.
Real quick for that coupon code, just for tonight, for everyone listening, you can use the coupon code $10 for you. It's in the comments. Go look at it. Get $10 off your bottle of brain support on physiciandesign.com.
I have to pay for it too now. So, can I get $10 off?
You already paid for it. You paid for it.
Paying for it now because you gave it all away. What's our profit on that stuff? Okay, you won't get paid this week. Brecken, you want to add to the misery?
I don't. People were asking like kind of questions, but we didn't get a ton this week.
Real quick, another question I saw on here, or like two things. One thing, people are asking about brain fog specifically. What can they do? Everything you mentioned will definitely help alleviate brain fog. As far as glutathione, also excellent to help alleviate it. It's usually caused by a number of things, so try everything you can.
Or get a SpectraCell too. That could really help. I swear the number one reason why people see me is because they're fatigued and have brain fog. They go hand in hand for a lot of people.
Yeah.
In 50 days, well, after we get a SpectraCell micronutrient panel, it's just so easy. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, but that test is so good. Yeah. We found a new test that looks really interesting. What's that one?
We're still testing it. Yeah.
But we'll give them
so
more
you're keeping it a
information
secret
as
even
we
from
go.
me. So I'm still testing it.
No, we just don't want to give it over everything.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay.
But this is a good question. Is it okay to use all of these products that you mentioned, or is it best to start with just one or only do one?
Yeah, start one at a time. I'd start with number one, number two.
Brain
Go down
support.
from there, yeah.
And then you always say go low and slow. Take your time adding new products in.
Yeah.
Don't add them all in at once.
I do everything on this list.
I feel like we should ask them a question, and whoever gets it the fastest should get the brain support. Like, memory recall, that kind of stuff. Maybe something about you. Or is that... I don't know.
Yeah, I got an idea.
No, we can't do that again.
Not the box again. You do that every time.
On the last Facebook Live.
I think it should be something about you, like...
Where'd you go to medical school?
Yeah, that's a good one. I was going to say, where was the first college you went to? Because that's a pretty...
Where'd you go to medical school? Oh, what?
Yeah.
Where'd I go to medical school?
Whoever knows where Dr. Persh went to medical school, the first person will get a bottle of brain support.
It says right there on Facebook.
It's on Dan Persher MD too. So
That's it. Don't let them cheat.
yeah,
Let's see. He went to 3 different colleges, but this one...
just do that one.
I know, but I'm just talking to fill the empty space.
They won in football this weekend.
No, you can't. Stop giving them hints.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Glenda Howland said Florida, but that is not correct.
I wish it would have been less humid.
Tina Atkins said University of Mississippi.
That's right, Ole Miss,
That was
Jackson,
fast.
Mississippi. The medical center is in Jackson, which is a fun city because it's a big giant ghetto. Anyway, it was really interesting. It's like you dodged bullets as you ran to class. Oh, that was interesting.
I'm pinning her comment so I can contact you and we can get you a bottle, Tina.
Wow.
That was fast too.
Can I win one?
No, you lost.
What? I had to pay for it too. I paid for it to be made, then I paid for it to buy it.
But you did go to Princeton,
Started there.
BYU, and then
BYU.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, I joined the Elders Church and got a scholarship at BYU, so I came here. I did not fit in.
Kind of whimpering a little.
I was whimpering.
Good job, Tina, though. That was great. Good recall.
Okay. Well, so what are we talking about next time?
That's in 2 weeks.
Really, we got a lot of work to do between now and
Definitely.
I think I've got some good ideas, but
Real quick, too, people are asking about the VARS glutathione. It is out of stock still right now. We should have it back in stock by our next Facebook Live in 2 weeks.
Yep.
You think it'll be soon? I think it'll be sooner than that, don't you?
It should be, but we'll definitely be back by then.
Me and Brad will be packing all your orders. There's a lot of them. Hopefully we
Yeah,
can get them
because
all.
I've got to. I'm going to be out of
Well, I'm just saying
pocket for
it'll
a
be
while.
it'll be me
Yeah, I'll be out of
packing
pocket.
all your orders.
Whatever that means, you'll figure it out. So.
But yeah, good job.
Okay, we love you guys. Thank you. God bless and go in good health.